Pierre Trudeau was the first Prime Minister in Canadian history to appoint all women to the positions of Speaker of Senate, Speaker of House of Commons, and Governor-General. Trudeau was Canada's Minister of Justice from 1967 to 1968, also Leader of the Opposition from 1979 to 1980. Pierre had many exotic hobbies, such as sports car racing, skin diving, and mountain climbing. Trudeau dated women such as singer Barbra Streisand, actress Margaret Kidder, and guitarist Lina Boyd. Trudeau had a flamboyant, exciting, clowny, and charismatic personality which changed the attitudes and opinions of people in the 60s. Trudeau made politics accessible, exciting, fashionable, and upbeat for everybody in the 60s. There is no question as to why this charming Prime Minister sparked Trudeau-mania in the hearts of many. Trudeau reformed divorce laws and liberalized laws on abortion and homosexuality. He gave Canada its own constitution, he invoked the War Measures Act, he officially implemented bilingualism in Canada, and he served longer than every contemporary leader in the Western world. Now you may be wondering, what has this guy accomplished? Some of his political accomplishments of the 60s consist of Associate of Law Professor at University of Montreal, won the election to the House of Commons, called to the bar for Ontario, Minister of Justice, President of the Privy Council, and the Official Languages Act. Some of Trudeau's political accomplishments during the 70s consisted of implementation of the War Measures Act, appointing Muriel McQueen Ferguson as the first woman Speaker of Senate, and wages and price controls to fight high inflation. Some of Trudeau's political accomplishments of the 80s consisted of victory with the No Vote Act in the Quebec Referendum of Sovereignty Association, Canadian Charter of Rights and Freedoms, and patriated the Canadian Constitution. Pierre Trudeau was born in Montreal on October 19, 1919, to Charles Trudeau, a French-Canadian businessman and lawyer, and Grace Elliott, who was of French and Scottish descent. Trudeau had an older sister named Suzette and a younger brother named Charles Jr., who he stayed close with his whole life. During Trudeau's teen years, his father passed away, which hit him and his family very hard. Trudeau married 22-year-old Margaret Sinclair, the daughter of former Member of Parliament, when he was 52. Together they had 3 children, Justin, born in 1971, who teaches English literature at Vancouver, Alexandra, who was born in 1973 and traveled around the world making documentaries for TV, and Michael, born in 1975, who sadly died in November 1998 in an avalanche in British Columbia. Trudeau divorced his wife, Margaret Sinclair, in 1984 and since then has had a daughter with constitutional expert Deborah Coyne. You can fight it all day, but Trudeau is probably the coolest Prime Minister there ever was.